Hi everyone and welcome back to Woman2Woman. Can you remember your school days? I'm sure there will be teachers that you remember fondly, perhaps because they were encouraging, supportive and communicated their subjects well. And I'm sure that there will be those teachers that you would rather forget. I'm a tutor myself and I hope that I fall into that first category. However, I once read that a great leader or teacher needs to have loyal followers. What do you think? Is that true? Are you a loyal student, a faithful follower? Today we journeyed a little further in the life of Jesus, as we looked at Jesus, the teacher. We discovered that his teaching style was very different to what others expected at that time. Matthew tells us that the crowds were so amazed at his teaching because he taught as one having authority, not like the teachers of the law, the rabbis who quoted each other. Instead, Jesus spoke the true and authoritative word of God. He never once entered a classroom or had an educational certificate to prove his calling, and yet they called him teacher. Here's an interesting fact that I found out during my research. Of the 90 times that Jesus was addressed in the New Testament directly, 60 times out of 90 he was addressed as teacher. So he was obviously perceived as a teacher. However, his teaching was quite unlike anything any qualified or unqualified teacher of the word had ever delivered. For his teaching came with real power and transformation. Take Peter, for instance, in today's story in Luke. We read that Peter, then called Simon, had been out all night fishing. And as he stood at the side of the shore and washed out his nets, a crowd had gathered nearby to listen to Jesus' teachings. Jesus got into the boat that Peter had spent the whole night fishing in and had caught nothing, and he began his master class in teaching. The teacher then did something interesting. He turned to Peter and he told him to go back out in the lake and fish some more. How interesting. What a strange thing to ask when they'd been out all night without avail. However, what was even more interesting was the fact that Peter actually agreed to do this, and he went back out and he let down his nets and he caught so much fish that the net began to rip. At this point, Peter is now on his knees. He's aware of his sin and he's completely in awe of Jesus. So what is it all about this teacher? Why was he so different and convincing? Well, Jesus was and is no ordinary teacher, for he speaks not as man but as God. The words which he speaks are not just words taken from any old textbook. They're life. And Peter realised that this day, that Jesus' words were and are not words that you can just ignore. For once you've heard them, you have a choice to make. Are you going to be a good student and listen and obey, or are you going to walk away? Peter, along with the other disciples, knew this. They knew that just one encounter with Jesus and their lives would be changed forever. And we read that they left everything that day to follow him. So are you looking for direction? Have you thought, if only I had a teacher, if only I had someone to instruct me and teach me on how to do this life? Then the good news today is that you have Jesus. And you won't find a greater teacher than him. But you may ask, Debbie, he's not right here, he's not right beside me. But he is here by the power of his Spirit. And he's given us his words to teach us, instruct us and lead us. So enjoy being his student. Listen carefully to his teachings and watch him turn the impossible loss in your life into the abundant supply of his goodness. Until next time, God bless.